in this glory, you're going to have to let that go. Oh, Jesus, I don't even know what your that is, but whatever that is, you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let it go if you're going to walk in this. Because, oh yeah, Hebrews 12:1, lay aside every weight and sin that so easily besets you. See, the problem is, if you're going to choose to walk around with what you're walking around with, sooner or later it's going to cause you to do something that you wouldn't have had to do, but it's because of the weight that you carry. If you're walking around in anger, sooner or later you're going to start acting out of your anger. Y'all, okay? And then you're going to end up doing something that you probably wouldn't have done had the anger not still been there. Oh, Jesus, because you got the spirit that's influenced you to operate in a manner that's contrary to the things of God. So if you walk around here hating on folks, then you're going to start doing something that your hate is going to influence you to do that the glory can't be a part of. So God says you're going to have to make a choice. Either you're going to do this or you're going to do that, but you ain't going to be able to do both. Choose ye this day. Choose ye this day. Okay, all right. So let me stop and give you this word I got. It's just for 10 folks. It's just for 10 of y'all. I got a word. It's just for 10 of y'all. I was coming back. God said this. Wrote it down. He says that this just for 10 of y'all. Just for 10. This situation, that circumstance, that process that has begun and is ongoing, that is actually intended to bring about finality to an area of your life this year. He says, don't seek to prolong it or hinder it from being dissolved or ended this year. Just for 10 of y'all. 10 of y'all dealing with a situation, a circumstance, a process that is actually supposed to bring about finality by the end of this year. But you don't want it to end. You still hoping for something to change. God says it ain't going to change. Just for 10 of y'all. It ain't going to change. And he allowed it in order for it to be ended by the end of this year. But you keep trying to hold on to it, prolong it, and hinder the process from getting to its conclusion. Just for 10 of y'all. He said, I allowed it. Not for you to be ashamed, but for my glory to be revealed to and through you. See, the reason he said you got to let it go, because what was intended initially to be a blessing has become a burden. And now it's a weight. And if you're going to walk in my glory, you ain't going to be able to carry that with you. Just for 10 of y'all. I don't know who this is. See, 2009, 9 is the number of finality. It's the number of judgment. So it's come to a head this year because he intends for it to be over this year. But you keep trying to hold on to it and prolong it and take it over into 2010, 11, 12. He said, no, it can't go with you. He says, I'm through with it. I've already rejected it. I say. He said, until you release the weight, you won't see the glory. Can I keep going? I know it. 2 Corinthians 4:17, he says, for this light affliction is working for you a far more and exceeding eternal weight of glory. Yeah, he called it light because it actually wasn't intended to last this long. He says it's light because to him, his burden is light. But it's heavy to you because you keep trying to hold on to what he's already given you permission to release. Y'all looking, y'all. So now you walking around at night crying, don't know what to do, about to lose your mind, losing your hair, losing all your friends, about to lose your job if you don't watch yourself, but you won't let it go. I was just for 10 of y'all. Can I keep going now? No. He said, okay, let it go. It can be over this year so that in 2010, you can enter into a rest and a peace and a joy that the glory will bring that you won't even have to work to receive. He said, if you can let this go, I'll exchange your shame for my glory. If you can let this go, the transfer can be made complete today. Y'all looking like y'all know what I'm talking about. I know. I ain't crazy. I know what I heard them say. Let it. Tell your neighbor. Look at him. Tell him, just let it go. You ain't even got to know what he talking about. Just tell him, just let it go. Just go and let it go. He says he's trying to get the glory to you, but you keep hindering and preventing the move from taking place because you don't want to let it go. So you walk around with all this weight on you. Just let it go. I'm free. I'm trying to get somebody else free. Just let it go. I mean, I don't really care what y'all do to me. I'm free. I didn't let it go because I'm walking around in the glory. I really don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. I don't care what's going on around because I'm walking in the glory. I'm free. To ask somebody, do you want to be free? Do you want to be free? Because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. There is freedom. And if I choose to walk in the Spirit, I choose not to walk in the flesh. So he's saying if you could just make the right choice, then you too can walk in the glory. All right, let me give you these scriptures and I'm gone. We're going to go home. I don't want to be over here too long. Let me give you these scriptures and we're going to see the glory and we're going to go. See, y'all thought we just going to come in here and shout, fall out, and the glory was going to show up. You got to do some work. See, it's for you, but you're going to have to work it. It's for you, but you're going to have to work to make it happen. Give you this and I'm gone. Here we go. Go to Psalm 63, verses 1 and 2. I'm almost through. All right. Watch how this transition. Watch how this transition. Get ready for the transition. Psalm 63, 1 and 2. What I'm going to do if I believe it, if I'm going to see it. Psalm 63, verse 1 and 2 says, O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory, so as I have seen thee in the sanctuary. Go back. He says he needs a people who are both thirsty and hungry to see the power and the glory. See, how we going to see it? You got to have a thirst for it. You got to be hungry for it, which means seeing him has to be your priority, not man. Yeah, they didn't get it. Tell somebody, I ain't come to see you because you can't help me the way he can. But I ain't come to see you. I ain't come to see what you had on. I ain't come to see who you were with this week. I ain't come to see you. Which is why you can't get upset with me if I don't speak to you till after service, because I didn't come to see you. Because really, I don't see you until I see him first. God, I say, when I come to see him. So everything I'm doing is about him, not you. So if you get upset because I don't speak to you when I first get here, it ain't me. I'm just coming to see him, not you right now. We can talk after the benediction, but until the benediction, he's the only one I want to see. God ain't getting this right here. See, I ain't come to see you because you can't help me the way he can. See, the problem is you can't supply all my needs. If you could, I wouldn't have no problem hanging out with you all the time. But you can't supply all my needs. See, you can't give me a peace that surpasses all understanding. See, when the enemy comes in like a flood, you can't lift up a standard against him. So I really don't care how you feel if we don't talk, because I ain't come to see you. I came to see the one who can do any and everything through Christ who strengthens me. Anybody came to see him. I know who you sit. That's why I asked you to sit next to somebody you don't even know. So, because you ain't come to see them. You came to see him. Tell somebody I came to see him. Tell him he is my priority. He is my. And until you start doing for me what he can, we ain't got to be friends. So you got to have a hunger and a thirst for him. He has to be your priority.